Inner space, outer space. The makeup's fantastic. I hear him. I hear him. My only personality choice.
Damn! Thank you to HUEL for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit. Hey, bubs of the Reject Nation. We're here to watch X2, X-Men United. You know, I remember when I first saw this in the theaters.
Yeah, I remember this in theaters. It was very impactful.
I remember walking out and loving it, and two people, dudes who were like, that was awful, wasn't it? Oh my God, it was so stupid. That was my exposure to fandom.
Yeah, it's interesting how you'll remember those people the rest of your life. Like, it's so funny how like the interaction that would never track otherwise, you can be like, I remember their faces forever.
I do, yeah.
I saw this with my dad, and it was a really beautiful conversation.
So my dad too.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. But he's a huge X-Men guy, so we had like a huge talk. I remember it was like multiple hours. Like went to Outback Steakhouse and like talked Claremont Burn.
Oh, fun.
So it was really cool.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I haven't seen this in so freaking long. X-Men 1 is the one I rewatch all the time. The other ones were kind of here and there, even though this is like considered the superior one.
I think this is top 3 of the X-Men movies and probably top 20 comic book movies. I think X2 is very special.
Oh, let's see if we still feel that way after we watch it.
Really excited.
All right, well, guys, please leave likes, leave comments, anything to help engage with the video, because that'll be the thing that keeps us going on this journey. Are you ready, Coy?
X gonna give it to you.
Since the discovery of their existence, they have been regarded with fear.
First one DNA, this one space.
Often hatred.
Inner space, outer space.
Sharing the world has never been humanity's defining attribute.
Man, this is coming right off the heels of that Ian McKellen appearance on Colbert. Like,
oh, that Shakespeare thing was genius. My God, what a powerful man. I love the score for the X-Men movies.
I love how cheesy this is.
Yeah.
This is so overproduced. I love it so much.
It kind of mirrors the Spider-Man one too. There's that energy of the 2000s comic movies.
We are not enemies, but friends.
I forgot this was the
This is the opening, dude. One of the great openings.
Lincoln said that in his first inaugural address as our nation's 16th president. It's one of my favorites.
He believed in equality?
Oh, yes.
He's back.
Jackie, could you clear my schedule this evening?
Yeah, I'm excited for that. First time you hear the bam.
He's past. This is the metal detector, and I was thinking Nightcrawler wouldn't have to go through that. The bam. Alluding to that he can teleport. JFK, him looking down, both somber.
I never caught that.
Oh, is he like white makeuping? Huh.
He's trying to blend in for being, dark blue.
Let's get him out to the car.
Damn, this is still so cool.
It really is.
Look at that. Look how great this looks.
It's practical. The effects are great when they're...
The wire work on whoever his stuntman is amazing. How he does the leaping and stuff.
Yeah. You feel the circus energy.
Incredible.
I remember that shot of him in the corner was the promo image that I had everywhere. It was in Wizard magazine. I was obsessed.
Damn, this is fucking incredible still.
Yeah. It sets up the Evan Peters scene in a way.
Yeah. It's the start.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
so good.
So good.
Practical effects. The makeup's fantastic.
I really hope he's not CGI'd.
Me too.
He's probably going to be CGI'd.
Beast was certainly a choice.
Oh, if you thought there was a lack of hair continuity with Wolverine in the last movie, there's some very few things I remember strongly about this one. I want you to pay attention to Hugh Jackman's hair in this first few couple scenes of him.
Wow, look at that.
It's even more comic booky.
That is, that's the view, but also his hair. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. It's voluptuous.
He's got like an 80s Farrah Fawcett going.
Okay, so you saw that. Now watch how much bigger it's going to look.
Just like in the comics, you got to draw it. It's going to change.
Tell me that's not different. Look how
It's
different.
beautiful.
It's just so different. I am the Wolverine. See, look at the hair. Come on, you can see it, right?
That's more like the first shot. It does change.
Hair continuity. That's why they got a CGI Hugh Jackman's hair in the next Marvel movie.
So I was gonna think about Doomsday. Just looking at hair.
Evolving into modern humans. In other words, into what? Us.
It's more dialogue than she had in the whole first movie.
Artie. Not here.
I do like the reflection of going way back to the start of human beings.
Yeah.
Because we're the ones who've chosen to separate ourselves. It's also a choice. None of it is like a biological, racism shit.
Well, tribalism's always been a thing, but we've decided to make it like...
It's so stupid. Like, we are equal.
Yeah.
We should be equal.
Well, that's why you open with Lincoln and then you go to the Neanderthal. Like, it's a really interesting paralleling. I like how much more they're trusting the audience in this one. You're like diving right into powers.
Man, they were doing such a good job of building up the Phoenix.
Yeah, until they didn't at all.
Because they're doing like the destruction of the anxiety of the telepathy, but back to the telekinesis,
My dreams are getting worse. Scott, I keep feeling something terrible is about to happen.
I'm noticing like a lot of the score and music cues, especially starting off with like the stars, there is a bit more that like cosmic, wondrous horror vibe they got with a lot of the instrumentation.
That's a good point. From the beginning. Oh, cool effect with his eyes getting bluer.
Yeah, this is a much sharper direction.
Yeah, it's got something to say.
It's shooting it in a wide lens too. Everything's whatever camera they switch it to, it's a much wider lens.
No, I did.
It's also like a really solid sequel reintroduction of people.
Yeah, because it jumps right in, but you do get to meet them individually for the most part.
I feel like a lot of sequels are like, they just feel like an episode now.
Yeah.
This feels like a movie.
Yeah.
They're reintroducing.
I do think, I've talked about it, the serialization of movies has been a big part of the problem of people feeling left out and or like homework.
To say the attack involved one or more mutants.
There's a
it's time to leave,
bit of that
Professor.
Spielbergian wonder horror going on.
It does feel like Jurassic Park era, like whimsy with the horror. This also is only 6 years before Iron Man, if you think about it. Like, it's really crazy timeline-wise, because it felt isolated when we watched it, but now it's like setting up everything.
Yeah.
It was close, wasn't
Cool.
it?
Yes.
Closer than anyone's admitted.
What do you need, William?
Just your authorization for a special operation.
I love that's this introduction shot. The man who like just overly observes the most minute details.
And it's a POV.
Yeah.
Like, his shot at the villain is a POV shot.
That's awesome. It's
Oh.
like tells a lot about the character.
Senator Kelly, this is
Forgot.
Colonel William Stryker.
Kelly was in this one at all.
So, what are you proposing, Mr. Stryker?
May I, Mr. President?
Brian Cox is so perfect for Stryker.
There she is. Another one where they bring in someone from Wolverine's past and completely remove all history.
Connection to him at all. Still making it very much a Wolverine movie, but differently.
Eric Lensher, you have access to him?
Magneto, yes. We developed the technology that built his plastic prison.
Oh, I love that. He calls Eric, because it's Mystique, obviously.
Yeah.
But that personability is like, we don't call him a human name. That's Magneto.
Yes, dehumanized right away. Also, she broke for the first time.
A jet.
What kind of jet?
We don't know, but it comes up out of the basketball court.
I love that. As they're talking about the X-Mansion, they're framing from below to make them feel like these will be the humans that can overpower them.
Yeah, all their shots are in power.
William, you enter, you detain, you question, but the last thing we need to see is the body of a mutant kid on the 6 o'clock news.
We could handle that today.
Oh, that's not even a news story today.
Not anymore. If they watch Batman and Robin, they would know you just need to put some plastic around the
Or put
lips.
some ice on his lips. Little friction distance.
Yeah, there's ways.
Colossus! Canonically an artist.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's usually a painter, but I like that they gave him a little art in here. There's a shot of a painting mutant in the first film that was meant to be Colossus, and they gave him a little bit more here.
Boyfriend? So how do you guys...
Well, we're still working on that.
Look who's come back, just in time.
Storm, your accent. What happened?
I've been in America for 2 more years.
Nice to see you again. Hi, Logan.
The love of my life.
I should go and get the jet ready.
Yeah, well, it was good to meet you.
Bye, Logan. I'll see you later.
His hair's different.
Oh, I know. I just won't say it every time.
So it was a mutant.
You'll be here when we get back. Unless you plan on running off again.
Oh, I could probably think of a few reasons to stick around.
Find what you were looking for, Logan?
I hear him. I hear him. My only personality choice.
Your bike needs gas. Fill her up.
I don't get an arc. I just hate Wolverine.
Your bike needs gas.
It's a great
What
line.
an asshole.
Lorio, how long can we keep this up?
How long is your sentence?
Forever.
Not necessarily forever, Mr. Lynch.
I wonder if like the torture element is kind of inspired by Terminator 2, the way how they handle him here. Or is it just a trope?
I'd like to have one final talk about the house that Xavier built and the machine called Cerebro.
I do think this is a better movie, probably.
It's telling so much so quickly.
I know we're only a few minutes in, but yeah.
These lights represent every living person on the planet.
Orchestral, almost angelic-like.
It's cool to share it more with him, like through Wolverine's eye line.
These are the mutants.
From like Nightcrawler's opening to this, there's this ethereal quality that the first one doesn't have.
It's a much more confident movie in all of its choices, its exposition, its speed.
The broken line represents the path of the mutant who attacked the president. I've been finding it difficult to get a lock on him.
Can't you just concentrate harder?
If I wanted to kill him, yes.
Just one sentence, excellent setup.
Show
for
his
what-
power, what he could be, yeah.
For what's to come later, too. That is so smart. The days where they made movies with a finished script. You know?
Yep, they definitely wrote this one. Like, you feel the plot
You feel like
and
they
the
wrote it.
dialogue. These actors got it before they were on set.
I'm sending the coordinates of where the mutant seems to have settled for now. As soon as you find him, bring him back to the mansion.
Let's hope he cooperates.
Yes, for his sake. Good luck.
I do feel like this one could have worked with suits that were more colorful. I understand the first one doing it. I think they could have started the evolution of the suits in this one.
I think that would have changed all comic book movies if they'd started this soon.
So she can create sunglasses.
Yeah, the inanimate thing with Mystique is always fascinating.
There's something so provocative because she is naked.
12 and 14-year-old me were enchanted.
Very interesting way to get a naked character on screen in a PG-13 movie.
I just love what it says about the character, like the confidence, the comfortability in your own skin. Remy LeBeau!
Remy LeBeau!
Kane Garrison, too, who was supposed to be in Deadpool. A lot of characters on there I'm sure I missed just now.
Actually, like, paused on Remy.
Yeah, Remy LeBeau. I mean, honestly, I think Channing Tatum's been lobbying since about here.
Oh, they have the behind-the-scenes DVD stuff of Cerebro.
I was just thinking, like, oh, the video game we're going to play later.
I do like what Lady Deathstrike does represent for this because she's the #1 soldier for Stryker, which is what like Stryker was trying to turn Wolverine into.
Yeah.
You know.
And there's a lot of examples of what mutants could be to scale.
And she's also a great example of like mutant slavery.
Yeah, weaponizing a person, dehumanizing them in a different way.
What are you doing in here?
Estoy tirando la basura. Garbage.
I don't speak Spanish.
She's also an example of Wolverine, a lady Wolverine. Poor guy.
Just traumatized that man for life. This is the same church where they shot the Daredevil movie.
Is it?
No, I have no idea.
I totally believe you because I was like, I got so excited. I was like, the shared universe of Fox.
He's a teleporter. This must be why the professor had trouble locking onto him.
We're not here to hurt you. We just want to talk.
It is a cool, thematic choice as well for how the first one starts off with in World War II with Magneto, and then you just got this character here with like
German and ostracized.
yeah, attacking the Americans. The prejudgments replace. They must have had something in the script of like make Halle Berry cooler this time.
Oh, I guarantee you. She was like, I'm not coming back. You gave me 3 lines.
You have him? He's not going anywhere. Are you?
Great wire work.
What's your name?
Wagner. Kurt Wagner. There was so much shooting, such fear.
This is crazy. They never brought him back because he's pretty perfect.
Such a fan favorite too. Like everybody loves this.
I could see it all happening, but I couldn't stop myself. It was like a bad dream. Perhaps he is
I still think it's interesting they felt they had to do the scarification on him instead of just having him be a blue fuzzy elf.
Did you do these yourself?
Yes.
And what about this?
does look painful.
Yeah, it does. It looks fresh. I love the slight sparkle in his blue.
Really good scripting. You know, you go from like tragic, haunted by past character, then you transition to the next one.
Humanity taking advantage of a mutant, going to a mutant experiments with the guy we know.
Like scene placement structures, really, really well done.
And this Barry Windsor Smith, like Weapon X stuff is beautiful. The green, the grit of it. And it looks just like the comics Barry Windsor Smith art is here.
Oh yeah. The evolution.
This scene.
The body evolution.
Oh yeah, also he had time to go to the gym. 2 years of gains.
Got any beer?
This is a school.
Aaron Ashmore looks so young. These kids actually look like teenagers.
Got anything other than chocolate milk?
There should be some soda in that small cupboard.
Just those little moments are so like mutants exist.
What do I owe the pleasure?
Cool framing.
Attempt on the president. What do you
Yeah.
It's telling there's something. He's hiding something.
And you see the beginning of the black eye. There it
You
is.
really shouldn't have to ask, Jones. I've had frequent visits from William Stryker.
This whole movie, everyone is haunted by their
I
past.
think that taking in the Wolverine will make up for your failure with Stryker's son.
It does feel like that was always part of the scripting. It doesn't feel like they just made it up for this movie.
No, they did a really good job tying everything to the first.
So you and Rogue, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's not what you think. I'd like it to be, but it's just
I'd like it to be.
just that it's not easy when you want to be closer to someone.
I wanted to be Iceman so bad when this came out. I was like 14.
You know, I've seen how you look at Dr. Gray.
Excuse me?
You haven't told him about his past, have you?
I put him on the path.
Are you afraid of losing one of your precious X-Men?
The lighting. I like that he's overlit and in shadow and he's underlit and maniacal.
What have you told Stryker? Everything.
The way they write their jesting is so good. Because he speaks altruistically, Xavier, and Magneto will then reply with like, "Are you sure it's not your hubris?"
Yeah. Trailer moment I remember forever.
Die. Oh, good. We don't need to see Cyclops now for the next 2 hours.
He got a fight scene,
thank
guys.
God.
He got one. Get rid of him.
It's not who I wanted in the movie.
That's such a scary visual.
He totally took a page out of Spielberg in this one. Even the way how this is done, a lot of it seems like the E.T. comic.
Right?
Exactly, that's exactly what I was going with it.
And
Yeah.
the music felt like Jurassic
Yeah.
Park in the opening. Yeah, this is the most Spielbergian, and I never clocked it. A different Kitty Pryde in every movie.
Woo. They always did do something inventive, though. That was an exciting scene. The tracking shots in this one are X-Men.
The movement is so good. I don't remember the movement being this like specialized.
I think Bryan Singer got technique down much better in this one.
You picked the wrong house, Bob.
Bub. Oh, I forgot Siren was in this.
Now you sign your death wish. Your death.
It's a great way to have everyone wake up. Great use of power. I love Siren being this.
Oh boy.
It's happening.
All right.
Hugh Jackman is so good.
He's so frightened. Hell yeah. And because they're like all geared up, it doesn't bother me that you can't see blood.
Yeah, because it'd be under whatever. Man, I can't wait to watch this series with my kids.
This is also exactly what Xavier and Eric talked about at the end of the first one. What
This
happened?
exact scenario.
I can help you. Help them.
All right, no Colossus Wolverine team up scene.
And the mansion does feel more mansioner.
The mansioniness.
Well, the last one felt a little confined to like the same few rooms.
They definitely play in this one more.
Yeah.
Woo. So sick.
Let's go. Come on, this way.
Hugh Jackman does such a good job of like selling the cool of it too.
Yeah,
like the posing and everything.
Exactly, the hold.
Without it being corny.
You want to shoot me? Well, I must admit, this is certainly the last place I'd expect to find you. How long has it been? 15 years? You haven't changed one bit.
Past comes to find him when he stops looking for the past.
Xavier was taken in animals. Even
He does feel like a threat even as just a human because of the way they've set him up.
Don't you remember?
Like, it's so subtle on the difference of coming under.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's good for blocking and cutting for him and Logan, but just a slight change of frame for how you do Stryker to make him feel more imposing.
What a great way to save him and also for him to feel isolated. And like on the other side, it's everything he's been looking for.
The shadow of Alkali.
Yeah.
Logan.
Go, I'll be fine.
But we won't.
Oh.
Good writing. Wise kid.
Really good writing.
Wise kid line. But we won't. This is why you always need a guy on your team with an ice pick.
At all times. I was going to say why you need home insurance. You never know when your mansion's going to get invaded.
You know he has home insurance. Sign up today for home insurance.
Oh, there it is. I wanted this car so bad.
This does feel like a car commercial.
Mazda RX-8.
Cyclops' car.
He's got a little smile. Like, just makes that much better. Oh, yeah.
I don't care about keeping it safe.
Anything to say. He uses the middle finger, too. Like, this is another way to stick it to.
Oh, this car. Rotary engine, impossible to maintain. They only made them for 4 years because the upkeep was impossible, but they're beautiful. Suicide doors in the back.
His name is Stryker.
Who is he?
I can't remember.
It's so crazy to just know, like, Hugh Jackman in interviews. Like, it's like almost flamboyant Australian guy.
Yeah.
It's so fucking believable when he does this shit.
He's so in it, dude. Yeah, he's like Mr. Theater, like song and dance. It'd be so fun to be with him on set and just see him fall into that like sassy man that he is.
Like uncomfortable sinuses.
What are you doing?
Foreshadowing Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, hey, maybe. Yeah, actually. I wonder if that was the
Why,
thing
like
they
Ryan
thought of.
found the joke?
Yeah.
Sit back.
A cellular phone in the car?
Where are we going?
Storm and Gene are in Boston. We'll head that way.
That's why this is one of the best X-Men movies. I love it because I'm watching Succession for the first time. And he's so striking as Stryker in this.
Striking Stryker.
Welcome, Professor.
This is a pretty solid duology because as great as this one is, I do feel that it is. You do need the first one for it to be effective to the level it is.
I think you need to know the characters that they're letting just flourish without explaining them. Like you said, they opened up and gave them context, but I think you need to know them.
Take what we need, gentlemen.
But like the amount of time you spend with the Cerebro in the first movie and stuff,
Yeah.
like that all counts.
Rebecca Romaine, not in blue makeup. Alba Coy, before he was Beast.
That's what those two guys at the beginnings, I remember them saying that when they walked out. They were like, that Hank McCoy cameo was so stupid.
Nerds are always going to gatekeep. They're always going to try to be problems.
I'm Grace.
Legs.
Another beer.
That was an icky bathroom.
It's kind of dirty in here, don't you think?
That's the idea. I certainly hope so.
The choice of green to consistently use in certain scenes.
The bottom's up.
It's such comic-y looking tech on his head. That's great.
Please, Xavier, don't get up.
Dude.
I call it the neural inhibitor. It keeps you out of here.
What have you done with Scott?
Don't worry, I'm just giving him a little re-education.
But mutation is not a disease.
You're lying! You were more frightened of him than I was. You know, just 1 year after Jason returned from
They did make it his son that was Legion.
He blamed us for his condition, so he would toy with our minds, projecting visions and scenarios into our brains.
Uh-oh. Reality.
She took a power drill to her left temple in an attempt to bore the images out. My boy, the great illusionist.
Oh, not Legion, Jason Wingard. Okay, interesting.
Someone who hates mutants. He certainly keeps some strange company.
Oh, they serve them as long as they can be controlled.
Icky. He is like modern day Nazism.
Just control and experimentation and
This little potion won't work on you, will it? Instead, allow me to introduce Mutant 143. The fluid secreted by his brain acts as a mind-controlling agent.
Yeah, Stryker is a great villain. Like Magneto is a great villain for the first one. He's a great villain here because their belief system is what drives it. Like they're so purpose-driven in what they do.
And this one gets to be humanity versus mutants, and then there's like stuff like this, like that really shows the depravity. Oh, that first time seeing your boyfriend's room.
It's like if Stryker only tried to maybe understand his son instead of trying to cure his son.
Right, and then they cut to his family also kicking him out and Xavier saving him versus him mutilating his child.
Jean, where are you?
These are my grandmother's.
Thanks.
You won't hurt me.
And her first kiss was in the bedroom, too.
I'm sorry.
What a shot. I forgot about that.
Some of these joke moments feel like commercials for products.
Hey, Ronnie.
Somehow, yeah.
Like the beer. Looks like a beer
MGD
commercial.
with the cat.
Feels like it could be like a Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah, they probably used it for one.
This is Professor Logan.
Perfect subtle look. Doesn't even do it, just slightly moves his head.
Man, these movies, I have always had a problem with Wolverine and the X-Men, but if Hugh Jackman wasn't this good, they would not work. Like, he is such an anchor.
You're clear.
I don't know when it started becoming clear, but yeah, whenever I see green in any movie or show now, it's always like, oh, there's something corrupt happening here. Every time. Or this is some distortion of reality.
That's why the Matrix is just green.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a nice sleep, Lencher?
There's something different about him, Mr. Lorio.
Yeah, I was having a good day.
Is this scientifically accurate in any way?
The iron in his body being used.
But you know what I mean? Like, is there some sense of magnetism that could occur from that?
I mean, you could pull iron out of someone like that if you could control molecular metal.
What are you doing? Too much iron in your blood.
It's gnarly.
I love what he
What a
gets
shot.
Awesome.
Mr. Lorio, never trust a beautiful woman, especially one who's interested in you.
Oh, he's about to do my favorite pose he's ever done. There it is.
Yeah.
He can really alternate between that guy you want to listen to and trust, but then
Madness.
maliciousness, like with Jack Nicholson eyebrows and shit.
A mutant? We thought Bobby was going to a school for the gifted.
Bobby is gifted.
We still love you, Bobby. Just this mutant problem is a little...
What mutant problem?
What exactly are you professor of, Mr. Logan?
Art.
So specific.
Such a good line.
I can do a lot more than that.
Ronnie?
Well-trained cat.
911. They state your emergency.
I need the police. There are people in our house. They won't let us leave.
It's just so weird watching these because I feel like most people who watch this go, man, if the mutants are real, it'd be so cool.
That's how it feels, but like we see the prejudice of man. I think it's so what would happen.
I feel like there are enough liberals in this world who would unite around.
How'd that last election go, Greg?
Around these, like, there's no humans supporting the mutants in this world. There never is.
Senator Kelly is as a mutant hiding and pretending to, which means he has people underneath him.
I'm just saying, like there's no support of humans.
I like your optimism that man does good things.
There's got to be some support of humans.
Passed on to mankind by the Archangel Gabriel, one for every sin.
God, but you got to sin like every day.
Busy boy.
If you're a real Catholic, you got to sin all the time. God, even right down to the hair, you know,
Yeah.
like the balding spots and everything. Oh, they really painted it all out.
No, outside of the circus, most people were afraid of me. I pitied them, because most people will never know anything beyond what they see with their own two eyes.
You have to have belief. Guys, girls, rejects, I cannot believe we are already a month into 2026. Now, last year I made this whole big goal about dropping a bunch of weight, went on a big cut, which was fun. But now this year, I want to enjoy a little bit more food and, of course, have a healthier relationship with food and my own body, as a matter of fact. It's more about maintenance and overcoming some mental body dysmorphia things that I deal with. And a big part of that has been choosing foods that are good for me while also choosing ones that taste good. And that's where something like HUEL has been a big part of that. As a matter of fact, I actually use HUEL a few times during the week during my cut, but I just haven't been able to let them go. Their black condition ready to drink is just so dang efficient and tasty. The chocolate peanut butter one is the talk of the town. If you watched our most recent live stream, we went on a random tangent talking about how this is so good. It wasn't a sponsored segment. We just had a chit chat about it. And speaking of chit chatting about it with Coy, I found this once, but this is true. I found this hidden behind a bunch of sparkling water. I was like, I need to shoot this for the ad, and I wasn't able to find it. I'm pretty sure Coy hid this because he's coming in tomorrow and he wanted to make sure no one else was able to take it while we're waiting for our reorder. I'm on to you, son of a bee. Anyway, it's a complete meal in a bottle, packed with 35 grams of protein, 27 essential vitamins and minerals, no artificial sweeteners, gluten-free, vegan, each bottle under $5, and it actually keeps me full. If I want something a little thicker, more customizable, you can also take their Black Edition powder. I got a whole bunch of flavors at home. I take one of these like 4 to 5 times a week. They're daily greens. Daily. I should take them 7 days a week. Anyway, it's not about perfection. It's about consistency, and they really help me keep consistent, especially when I'm too lazy to, pack food for here. Anyway, limited time offer. Get HUEL today with my exclusive offer of 15% off online with my code REJECTS at HUEL.com/rejects. New customers only. Thank you to HUEL for partnering and supporting our channel yet again.
Have you tried not being a mutant?
Never forgot that line.
Yeah, that's such a powerful line.
Where are you, Logan?
Boston with Bobby Drake's family.
We're on our way.
This is my toughest mission yet.
Great shot.
Logan, what's wrong?
Drop the knives and put your hands in the air.
Ronnie.
I said drop the knives.
Ronnie, Bobby.
This is just a misunderstanding.
Put the knives down.
I can't. Look.
Just like that, he forgot all the events of what transpired.
That's all it takes. Regular pull dead.
You know all those dangerous mutants you hear about on the news? I'm the worst one.
It's 3 cops standing behind. Couldn't do. This is Terminator 2. It's like Empire Strikes Back and Terminator 2 combined.
And Spielberg.
Yeah.
The Boston police had very little to do today. There's a lot of cops showing up. Cool use of her powers. Cool. I always like when the blood stays because it would.
With Pyro, I feel like a lot of movies nowadays would feel like we didn't get enough screen time or enough build-up. And even though it doesn't have much screen time, it was so effective when he was there that it still hits and makes it perfectly
you can tell where he's coming from.
Yeah, right away. There's no oh, that came out of nowhere. It felt too rushed.
Poor Bobby. Ooh, that hold.
We've chosen.
Yep, we kept this sudden.
Let it go.
Who the hell is this?
Wagner. But in the Munich circus, I was known as the incredible Nightcrawler.
Yeah, save it. Storm.
He's been greeted with so much love until now. Save it.
They don't overpower Logan as the lead, though. It still feels like very much an ensemble movie. He's just inched up enough to be the lead. But,
yeah, he's definitely the lead of the film, but it isn't as distracting as the first film. I love that he has heterochromia, and then that's a way that Xavier picks up a girl in X-Men First Class.
Oh,
He's talking about that mutation as common.
God, I don't remember First Class that well.
It's my favorite.
Pretty sure I only saw it in the theaters once.
Oh, wow. It's my favorite X-Men movie.
You can come out. Where are all the other students?
I don't know.
We'll have to find them, won't we?
Come on, you gotta be better than that.
We'll use Cerebro.
This is how Scarlet Witch defeated you. You're weakest when you're playing in the mind. You're weakest when you're using your ultimate ability.
You think it's his arrogance. He thinks he can't be thwarted in his mind.
I've got 2 signals approaching.
Hair's different. See that? One shot, the hair changed. One shot, and the very next shot, it was different.
I wonder how many days they shot.
We are coming up alongside you to escort you to Anscombe Air Force Base.
I didn't catch the name.
Yeah, Ray J. McLean.
I was trying to see if it was some Easter egg name.
Yeah.
Carol Danvers.
That'd be funny, especially as Rogue.
They're marking us.
What?
They're gonna fire. Hang on.
Woo! The Jet would get into some action, huh?
Yeah.
Jet just flew in the last movie.
Storm gets to play some in this one.
Yeah, she gets to like turn her head once in a while.
She does. Tilt. Tilt.
Yeah. Because of the choice of how to modernize Storm or make her more part of our modern day American culture, it does strip her a lot of the personality.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Does she feel like an African goddess to you?
No, not at all.
Like, the claustrophobia is never used, the, like, worship, yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Doesn't feel like, I summon the weather!
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's 2 of them.
And they set up that her powers aren't. It's so hard to write an ensemble movie this big and have these moments be effective with it without it being like, didn't get enough time, there's too many characters. It's so hard to do that. Oh,
I forgot about that.
That's right. Love how they just cut out the audio. Woo. That's very badass moment.
Yeah, it is. That's a great introduction. It's terrifying.
I love you. I don't know if you know this, but I'm for some reason just madly in love with you. I know not
we
much
have very
happened.
little time together at all, but I love you a lot.
I am obsessed with you.
It is everything I am.
Jean? It's not me.
No one shouts a character's name, gets their name shouted more than Jean. This whole thing.
Animated live action. Such a cool shot.
Amazing.
Oh.
Magneto's back.
When will these people learn how to fly?
Magneto's sort of wearing his Ultimate X-Men like cover outfit. Like he's
that POV shot was a hit that he was listening.
Good call.
Stryker would need the professor to operate it.
Is the only reason my old friend is still alive. If he were forced to concentrate hard enough on a particular group, mutants, for example, he could kill us all.
You better put that helmet on.
Yeah, I was like, now's not the time to not have the helmet.
Find Cerebro in the first place.
Cause I told him.
Great setup in the first movie.
So who's the Stryker anyway?
Why don't you ask Wolverine? You don't remember, do you? The only other man I know who can manipulate adamantium. Professor trusted you to cover this on your own. He gives you more credit than I do.
Said with a smirk.
We don't know where this base is, and I believe one of you might.
Professor already tried.
Once again, you think it's all about you.
Just like in the last movie.
Just try and relax.
Love how youthful he still is. Like the way he interacts with Rogue, like a boy. I could take a closer look, and he thinks he's in trouble. You know?
I didn't mean to snoop.
Stryker said Alkali Lake.
That's where the professor sent me. There's nothing left.
Nothing left on the surface, Logan. Base is underground.
Shit, I only opened the door and was like, nothing.
Should I have looked around after
Traveled
making
for
it all the way there?
thousands of miles. And I was like, nope, nothing.
I don't smell anything. Guess nothing.
Some display of power.
Obviously, it wasn't enough.
Come on.
I love it.
Do you?
Oh my God. This movie wants you to root for them. They even play romantic swell music.
Yeah, the orchestra coming in, but they haven't given us a reason.
Yeah, and Cyclops is boring. And
We don't have anything to attach to Cyclops.
He's not in 2/3 of the 3 movies.
Yeah, he's unconscious in the prison right now.
Well, there's some of these characters' personalities are like stripped from what they're like from the comics, but with Mystique, you could at least tell there's a lot going on underneath the surface with her.
I mean, Mystique has some great arcs in the comics.
Yeah, I'm saying though, like, even if her personality is not quite there.
Psychological warfare.
That's smart, you know? They showed Mystique watching earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Wolverine forgot how to use his smell. That's how he detected her last time.
No one's ever left a scar quite like you.
What do you want? An apology?
For what do you want?
I want you to get out.
The weirdest boner right now. Brian Cox was suddenly in my tent.
It's a dorky-looking helmet.
This dorky-looking helmet is the only thing that's going to protect me from the real bad guys. What's your name?
John?
What's your real name, John?
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is especially with the allegories that this franchise just to go on, of the choice of identity.
Who you are to you.
I can't create it.
You are a god among insects.
Oh.
Magneto knows how to see the ones who would follow.
Mm-hmm. The right things to say.
He's like, he patronizes the ones who he knows there's no point. And then he emboldens the ones who's like, I can have a new follower here.
A brotherhood.
He doesn't like try to change anyone's beliefs. He's like, did they already kind
Let them follow me.
Are they already kind of there? All right, let me just magnify it.
Why are we keeping the children here?
I'm a scientist, Sergeant Lyman. When I build a machine, I want to make sure that it's working.
So it's
Gotta kill these kids.
One thing he doesn't feel like is a scientist.
Yeah, he feels like a military, like.
Right? Yeah.
Now this is recent water activity.
If we go in there, Stryker could flood the spillway.
Can you teleport inside?
No, I have to be able to see where I'm going.
It's a metaphor for your goals.
Whoever goes into the dam needs to be able to operate the spillway mechanism. What?
Oh, they even had a great detail of having the
green
reflection
reflected
of
his eyes.
There's like, no, you didn't even need to do that.
For like 5 frames.
There's no point.
But it was awesome.
But it makes, because the hologram's not even there on set. You know, like,
They made sure because they had time with the visual effects back in the day.
like someone just thought that like there would be a reflection in his eyes.
Let me
at this
just
point.
program that in.
Goddamn, it's so cool.
Wait.
This movie's somehow like deeper, darker, and more exciting.
Yeah. Its pacing is so special because like we're getting to the villain fight now, but it's been a nice slow burn with intersped action without it feeling like it's set piece.
Moving your dead.
I mean, I think the main thing we're getting at is it cares about its characters more than just plot.
The one thing I know better than anyone is my own work. Seal the room, shoot it.
Good fucking villain. We don't talk enough about Stryker
He
as a
is
villain.
so good. I know my own work. Yeah. The finger. I love the Brotherhood teaming up with the X-Men because that happens so often.
Don't leave me alone.
You can come inside.
I also like that they established earlier that it's safe for a mutant to be in Cerebro and he can focus enough with the minute, so this sets up like Wolverine being inside earlier. Because I would have assumed from the first movie like only Jean could be in there.
Is there anything in the comics where someone hijacks Cerebro?
Oh yeah, it's like a really cool tool when other mutants get their hands on it, and Jean learns to operate it. And
Cerebro. Can you shut it down from here?
No.
Count little time.
Don't talk to me.
no.
The children.
Think of the children.
Will you come with me? Where are they?
Kirk can see inside there. He can go in there.
I mean, I have to know how far it is. Like it would have to be like a place he could measure distance, because he could bamf him to wall otherwise.
Okay, I'll try to find Scott and the professor.
Where's Logan?
He's gone.
Damn. Appreciate the casting of the son because he looks
rough,
almost as old as his dad.
Experimentation will do that to a person.
Yeah, he's aged. Looks older than Patrick Stewart.
Jason, it's time.
And they established with the Bobby scene how it comes, the mutant chromosome comes from the dad, and this Jason is like the shame that's incarnate of him.
And Stryker's the one that did it.
All of them.
All of them.
All of the mutants.
All the mutants.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh, yes.
Great shot.
It's time to bring it to an end.
Looks at us.
Wow, we really don't talk enough about Stryker.
He almost got away with killing every mutant, and like the performance is so strong.
Specifically Bryan Cox's, because there's been a few Strykers now.
Just don't move.
And God Loves Man Kills is such an iconic comic that they adapted so well.
Even if it's me.
He's back.
Go! I'll take care of him!
This is one level's quarrel we cannot get involved in, my dear.
Scott!
I didn't cheat on you.
I only kissed him.
Jubilee! Storm!
Oh, Jubilee said a word.
All the mutants are like, oh.
What is this blue guy?
No. Is that our future?
Can that happen to me? It's actually why I was surprised they didn't introduce Angel earlier. Yeah, Phoenix.
There's so much story of Wolverine to tell, though.
That's why I should get a show.
A reboot of him would be cool.
Decades of TV. I mean, you can tell so many stories and not have it worry about continuity.
Just every time we cut the Death Strike, I'm like, man, there's
Yeah.
a whole like history here. I thought the Wolverine movie was gonna maybe include some of it.
I'm so sorry I could see you, but I couldn't stop myself. I tried. I'm sorry so much.
Wow.
She's got some red, he's got blue.
My leg.
Easy. Easy.
Scott, something's wrong.
Strip it. A strip of blue.
It's like the tiniest. Like, I don't know how I clocked it after all these years.
Have you found the mutants yet?
I'm trying. There are so many of them.
Then concentrate.
You haven't been using your smell
at all.
I feel like that's like a great tool.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get my own movie.
This looks like scenes from the future.
I can't wait to get to that one.
X-Men Origins Wolverine. That's going to be a hard one to commentate respectfully.
I don't see it coming. That is disturbing.
Yeah.
I don't even recall the Origins movie being that disturbing about that. That was a
I don't
disturbing
either.
moment.
Yeah.
I used to think you were one of a kind, Wolverine. I was wrong.
Love the build-up.
Yeah, we have no idea what her powers are until. And the cracking of the knuckles is the only tease.
Holy shit.
One-liners are so unexpected.
Because in her comics, she's got those like giant hands and like everything. They got to make it work.
I heard that was a mistake.
Yeah,
that shot.
I heard that too. And they couldn't. Yeah, but it looks amazing. Keep it. How fast she heals. Yeah, she's terrifying.
Woo! Wow! Wow!
Oh!
Just love how she fights so like feral.
Yeah, the blood dripping in is so brutal.
Same table where he was made.
And theoretically, drowning Wolverine would be one of the few ways to kill him because he'd go brain dead.
Oh, where do you think you're going? I'm going in there.
John, they told us to stay here.
You always do as you're told?
Emo, the name's Pyro.
John Pyro. Brutal.
Terrible way to go. Oh, so sad. There is like a sense of tragedy to it, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and that last shot. The weight. Oof.
Like in her eyes, because she didn't ask for this.
No, she's been controlled this whole time. That's like we said, what he could have been.
Each one. Good. Kill them.
Now his hair is different because it's wet.
That's acceptable.
It's not a continuity
Until
problem.
the next shot.
Find all the mutants. Concentrate harder. Find them all. Kill them.
Great way to transition into who matters. How they matter. Oh.
Oh, that's a sign that someone's dying. Love this flip because Eric right now is being positioned for her to be looked at as solely a hero in this moment.
From here, it doesn't look like they're playing by your rules. Maybe it's time to play by theirs.
Love this. We have no idea what he's doing. He's just moving random shit.
But precisely, and you wonder why.
I don't even know if the CGI people knew exactly what he was doing. You know, in like the original comics, Magneto had horns.
Yeah, Jim Lee art, the 90s.
Devil horns.
There's been a change of plan.
That's
Goodbye, Charles.
That's sad to put that on him.
Yep.
It's a cruel
thing
friend.
He'd hate most.
There's been a change of plans. Find them all, the humans.
That's so cool. Oh shit. He's not a hero.
What a great third act twist. That seems so obvious.
Why did you come back? You cut me open. You took my life.
As I recall, it was you who volunteered for the procedure.
That's what they always say in these things. They always say you volunteered.
If you really knew about your past, what kind of person you were...
People don't change, Wolverine. You're an animal then.
I'm gonna need to see the whole movie.
At least some Weapon X. Come on.
Gave you claws.
Gave you claws, yes. I hate the bone claws. I hate them.
Aren't the bone claws in the comics?
Yeah, but they retconned it like 30 years into his history.
I don't know.
And I think it's stupid. He's a healing... The thing that makes it ironic is you add weaponized things to a healing mutant, like smelling and all the nature things. There's no reason for his hands to have claws. You add the adamantium to make the claws make sense.
I don't know if it's in the comics.
Then it's always that's all that matters. That's what matters.
It's going to flood water into the spillway. It's trying to relieve the pressure. In a few minutes, we'll all be underwater. If we die, you die.
What a painful spot to be held up. That thing pressed against the back of your head.
Just got skewered, chained.
Oh yeah, that part too.
You know those things he just did.
Oh my god. Magneto's reverse cerebro. It's not targeting mutants anymore.
Who is it targeting?
Everyone else.
Us?
Humans? Homo sapiens. It is not your lucky day. Impossible. If anyone knows this is possible, it's you. Is it very possible that the aim went wrong?
Yeah, and this in its own way vindicates all of the people that have been anti-mutant.
Everybody stand back.
Scott, no. His mind is connected to Cerebro. Opening the door could kill him and everyone his mind is linked to.
But I need something to do in this movie.
I was gone for a whole act.
Storm, who is this guy? Who are you?
My name is Kurt Wagner, but
He's a teleporter.
if I can't see where I'm going...
I have faith in you.
Oh, I
Call
like
back?
That. That's nice. I like that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's a really good callback to their moment.
That's really sweet. I don't believe in this Catholic shit. What are you doing? Don't pray.
Yeah.
Hello.
Professor, you've got to stop Cerebro now.
I think it's clever that they're in the mind so that we don't see him.
Don't move.
She's just a little girl. Mr. Stryker! Funny, we keep running into each other. Mark my words, it'll never happen again.
That's fair.
It's about to get very cold in here.
I'm not going anywhere.
Does she have the ability to do this?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there should be precipitation in the room for snow to form, but... New Brotherhood.
Find all the humans. Stop it!
This whole Alkali Lake is just grounds for weaponizing mutants.
So many things to go wrong.
Time to go. Didn't even bother to go back for the other guy.
Nah, he done some evil shit.
We have to get out through the spillway.
Man, this in theaters the first time. I still remember this, like, adrenaline.
When in doubt, stab her, shoot the box.
That's gonna stop it.
Go that way. Trust me. There's another way out of here.
He really did save their asses, my God.
Yeah, they would have just
all drowned.
Immediately drowned.
Storm wouldn't have been able to, like, feel the
I mean,
sense.
Iceman, maybe. I mean, there's an atmosphere.
There's parts to Storm's powers that I don't fully understand. If she was able to generate a storm in weather...
In the room? Yeah.
I feel like she'd be able to do something with the water.
Right here.
Eric.
Wow, right in the nick of time.
Be crazy to be one of these extras. Just hanging out with the X-Men. No lines. It's an awesome cast. You probably watched the first one. Going on an adventure, kid.
Make a little side trip. Did Magneto like go back and be like, the helicopter choke's not good enough?
I'm gonna spin him against this wall to die.
It really looked like he left after he.
Nope, they wanted to like weirdly crucify him with chains.
I'll take my chances with him.
The future.
One day, someone will finish what I've started, Wolverine!
Oh, he's the tongue kid. That's what Avengers Doomsday is about.
Yeah. His Stryker coming back.
We've got to get to Washington. I fear this has gone beyond Alkali Lake.
Time to go.
What's wrong?
Vertical thrusters are offline.
So fix them. I'm trying.
Hey, has anyone seen John?
Pyro? Where the hell is he?
He's with Magneto.
But I don't know how long it's gonna last.
Come on.
Is anyone really surprised?
As a comic fan, this was such a big, are they gonna?
Yeah, you felt that.
Oh, it was insane. I was so excited. This is one of the, like, I was, me and my dad, and we both, like, looked at each other like. And then Brett Ratner happened. The biggest villain of all.
Wait, where's Jean?
She's outside.
Well, blasted, Scott.
It's kind of your thing. Poor James Marsden. He deserves so much better.
He was good in the first one, too. They really had no faith in him.
So sick.
She's controlling the jet.
You, get him now!
She's not letting me.
Wow, she's just like reached maximum potential and power.
I know what I'm doing. This is
It's the only way.
Listen to me. Don't do this.
goodbye.
Oh, no, no.
James Marsden should have kissed him.
That's not really, really say goodbye. Woo! Yeah.
What a perfect setup. Maybe X-Men 3 is better than we remember.
Maybe.
Haven't seen it in a very long time.
You don't say that! We gotta go back.
She's gone.
No!
She's gone.
But in the next scene, the X-Men are going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we're going to learn that
Maybe. With the help of a little hand twitch.
that Jason worked with her, made some illusions.
So she could get out her way.
Thou art with me.
Oh, was that the end of the prayer? Did he get it all out? Was that the continuation of the prayer he sent earlier?
I think that was it.
So that was a little setup. You got it out.
Today, I've been given an opportunity to shed light on recent occurrences from the attack that ended in this office.
I don't think he said amen.
Shit, X-Men 3.
Mr. President, we're live in 3, 2.
My fellow Americans.
My fellow Americans.
In this time of adversity.
Huge mutant problem. The biggest you've ever seen.
A moment to recognize a growing threat.
Welcome to 2 terrible Trump impressions. Easiest guy to impersonate,
X2.
and we cannot pull it off.
But we're not those guys.
Feed, are we still live?
I also love that we set up that Xavier could do this in the other opening scene. Like, we get an opening scene at the White House and then an opening scene of this power. Also, the lighting of this movie keeps hitting me of how well it's lit throughout.
So I mean, man, technique.
Yeah, and style. It doesn't look like it's on a volume, because it's not, but like it's shot like a film.
It's very refined in the approach.
Oh, it's so sick.
How they all appear like that? Nightcrawler do that?
Who are you? We're mutants.
With the rain and everything.
These
It does look like
files were
X-Men
taken
comic.
From the private
Yeah.
offices of
pretty
William
cool.
Stryker. There are forces in this world, both mutant and human alike, who believe that a war is coming.
This feels very Ultimate X-Men, especially with Magneto's suit and this president.
This is a moment to repeat the mistakes of the past, or to work together for a better future. We're here to stay, Mr. President. The next move is yours.
Oh, they got their suits. Rogue and Iceman.
Oh, yeah. They earned him after the black suit
notice.
landing, yeah. The team grows.
There wasn't like a moment made out of it.
Mr. President.
I mean, I know it's pause for them, but
You're live, President.
everyone on television, everyone
Saw
around the
this
world,
man have a mental break. Is he all right? Is it frozen? Oh, it was real. That'd be confusing in an edit. Watch a live thing just appear. That folder would have just appeared to everyone else in the world.
It's on the teleprompter. I don't know what to say, man.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
You know, even when Jean was a student, she was always hesitant about her past, always looking to others.
Damn, look at that shirt.
Yeah, it's majestic.
There had to be another way. Why did she leave the plane?
Because she made a choice. Yes, come on in.
Scott, this hurts equally for both of us.
I really loved her for some reason.
The time I spent with her was just as important.
When
as
I
the time
stole
you
her away
spent.
from you every minute I could.
Listen, she didn't make a choice. It was you.
Yeah, if I was Scott, I'd just be like, why are you wasting my time? And I probably shouldn't tell you this, but we did make out for like 10 seconds.
But she'd stop me for you, but you should know she loves you.
She said, doesn't take bad guys home. Takes takes the good guys home.
Leaders. She said leaders, which you are. You did so much leading in this movie.
Now,
I don't remember that look. I like that.
Have you read a book by an English novelist named T.H. White?
The book that Magneto was reading in
Once
prison.
a Future King.
So they were like a little curriculum together. Lessons learned.
I don't know the story.
The Once and Future King?
Mutation.
I won't claim to know.
It is the key to our evolution.
I thought I did, but I don't.
It is how we have evolved from a single-celled organism into the dominant species on the planet.
So Jurassic Park.
Yeah, dude.
This definitely was pulled from like Spielberg.
Evolution leaps forward.
That's so subtle.
I
So
love
subtle.
this. Blew my childhood
I
mind.
was even like, oh my God, Phoenix. So cool.
Oh, it was so good. Man, that movie holds up so well. That was markedly better than the first, and I really liked the first.
Yeah. There's no post-credit scene, right?
No, I would have thought the Slate Phoenix would have been, if anything.
Nah, that was great, man.
That was really something special. That
was great. Still holds
one
up.
One of the better comic book movies to this day, I think.
All right. That was awesome. I'm excited to watch X-Men The Last Stand and watch how this all wraps up.
I think they're really going to stick to landing with Phoenix.
We got 2 great X-Men movies coming our way. X-Men The Last Stand and Wolverine.
Stay tuned to watch the reactions of this continuingly on par or better saga.
Oh, man. Well, what would you rate that?
I think that's 4.5 stars. I think it's up there for comic book movies, generally good movies. I like that the action is not set piece. It's like this slow burn rollout, and it all feels naturalized. And the characters, more characters got arcs than I remembered.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like for an ensemble piece, they actually handled everything remarkably well.
Yeah, and they felt, other than Cyclops, they felt more them than I remembered.
Yeah, and I wonder how people who don't know anything about Storm were like, I still feel like Storm is not really much
She's
of a
not
character.
Storm, the character.
She's even without that, she's still not much of a character.
She doesn't have any specificity. She doesn't really, like, she's just heroic. She's not like
straightforward, general.
I mean, her anger about like her past was homaged through that conversation with Kurt, but that's not enough. Like that's the only real character moment we got.
Good moment when she says, "I have faith in you."
Yeah, that like payoff, but that's still kind of the only personality moment she got.
But the fight scenes are still great.
Yep.
Freaking the amount of there's the people who do have changes are pretty strong.
Weaponizing mutants is used really well because the first film is mutant versus mutant. This does a really good job of human versus mutant by weaponizing them.
Brian Cox, brilliant,
incredible. Did you watch Succession?
No.
It's really like it's been one of those shows that I get so wrapped up in. I'm not on my phone. I'm not thinking of the world. It's been like a hone in, and Brian Cox is so good in it.
I love that movie, man.
That was
great.
What do you rate it?
I don't have a rating system. I'd give it 92.78%.
Yes, astute. Quite right. I concur.
All the stuff that's a little down is all that Cyclops Storm bullshit.
The leaders.
The leaders of the X-Men.
The blue and gold leaders.
Just need to be taken down a peg.
You know, you got to make sure it's not about them. No siree.
That's my favorite part of Cyclops. I'm going to blast the Cerebro door. No, you can't. I got literally nothing to do with this movie.
This is what I do.
I've done nothing. I've contributed nothing to the team.
Let me lead this moment, if nothing else.
I let Professor X get caught. I attacked you.
I got brainwashed and off camera. I came back in.
I'm nothing.
And then he gets killed off screen in the next one, if memory serves, because he was filming Superman.
Oh man, that's good stuff.
Cyclops. I'm excited for James Marsden. Did I ever tell you I ran into him at this one of the Sonic premieres, and I got to tell him like, "Hey man, know that diehard X-Men fans know how much you love Cyclops, and one day I really hope you get the chance to redeem him." And he stopped to do it. Thank you, man. I really need to hear that. And whenever I see him on screen, I'm like, somewhere deep down, he was like, one day maybe.
It's because we all know he's a great actor.
Yeah, like we know James Marsden.
Like if you've only seen Cyclops in the X-Men movies,
you would not know.
You wouldn't know.
He's the
like,
leader.
How incredible of an. If you see him in others, he's a fucking great actor.
He's charming. He's charismatic. He's a good leader. He's got he's got it all.
Even in Sonic.
He's so good in Sonic.
I enjoy watching him more than Jim Carrey, honestly. In the first movie, I was like, I liked him a lot more. Yeah.
He's good in Paradise, that new Hulu show. Like, he's a great actor.
He's a great actor, solid actor. Pretty Enchanted.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's so good as Prince Charming.
Yeah.
He's incredible. All those rom-coms. He's great in The Notebook.
Oh yeah, always good at playing
The other man.
Yeah, Superman. He's the other man. The one you
He's
don't
just
want
so
the lead
handsome.
to get with.
He's so handsome. People are like,
nice
he can't
guy.
be too much.
Poor
He can't
guy.
have it all.
Poor guy.
But he is the scene stealer of all the teasers.
It's because we all want him to get his due.
We got 4 Doomsday teasers, and I would easily say the highlight of all of them is Cyclops.
Well, it says in theory, he's great casting for Cyclops.
Right.
Just didn't care to write him or use him.
Russo's.
That
was awesome. I'm so glad we're doing this, especially with that one. That was a really good rewatch.
The shot after he Sentinel just
That's it.
Steps on him.
That's it. He'll get to maybe he'll yell Gene once for us. Gene!
All right, guys. See you for the next one. Appreciate you being here.
The best of the 3.